Yes, as always, let we walk for drive tribalism now. Let we forget about nepotism now. Because we not get two salon and one green salon we get. We na the one and only Mama Salon. Fambulem, una good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon who side you dey catch we from. I want for tell una boku tenki we una don join and fambul them. I go appeal to una let we share this program. For people and we that then force them this for join this platform. My name na Abdul Karim Kagbo. I'm based in Canada. As I can always say, the thing way they allow me for put food na me family table, me na economist. Now they are the Roban. Fambulem. We don't come with another episode of politics and economics. And tonight, I get a combination of two. Go talk about some economic stress, and also I go talk about politics. And we know say the politics, and I know say don't trianga one. The picture on the scene at the screen from Bulem. Now, to me, I go say na welcome news. We don't talk about this several weeks. Now, VOS for like the government take that younger issue because it don't pass brother sister business between Salone and Guinea. So now the headlines say Sierra Leone government don't take Guinea to ECOWAS, the African Union, and the United Nations. So like all three major body them, way to me now welcome news. I start this program with a welcome news day because again, Salone business, now all man business. This not for be about APC or SLPP. It's supposed to be about Sierra Leone. So, but I get plenty other topic them way I want for let we touch on. Again, before I sit down part the program proper, fambulem, I just want for talk about the general topic we decide for use tonight. So within the topic say turmoil and truth. So within turmoil mean like confusion, alala. And then we talk back about the truth. So I go tackle the noise, the alala, and then I go talk about the thing where me and you two no say and no differ from the truth. So how I go handle them? I go talk about Salone political shocks, like thing them way really politics na Salone always it look like say we not able get enough of the politics na Salone, even though it ruin the country. But I go talk about some of them things today. And then legal battles. The legal battles, a day between Koidu Holdings Limited and the First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio. So Koidu Holdings Limited, I think it was last week, I talked about saying they don't send message to Madam Fatima say they intend for Suam. So now Madam Fatima herself don't pull me on. So instead don't send letter in lawyers them. As a matter of fact, this not something we me welcome because Salone na the right time this follow we test with judicial system. Koidu Holdings, we believe say then get money. Madam Fatima Bio in gets the political influence. So let we see how they want to end the clash and see who side the two get for day. So the headline for Fatima Bio is higher. 13 lawyers them. And it is sue for defamation. We then go say you pull the person in name. And the compensation way, according to lawyers them, they ask for 50 million US dollars. 50 million US dollars. So then get about 11 pages of the letter where they write to Koidu Holdings. But I'm not going to read all the 11. I will just read maybe the 2 pages where give you plenty things they will need for know. So now that I go try for do. I'm not going to read the whole thing because again we'll get plenty other things them for talk about at the program tonight. So I'm not going to spend too much time for talk only about this issue tonight. So that's going to be one of the stories them we will talk about. And the other thing I intend for talk about, some of you will be watch the Saturday program where Sister Matilda be join me. For say plenty thank you to now will be join the program. And this not something I be talk say I go follow up on Saturday. But depending, I think I don't know if I will say that, but depending upon the improve like any update on the issue, will make maybe I talk about tonight. And the answer is yes, we get some update on this particular issue. Waiting at the update because this update, as a matter of fact, we don't come out during the time where we do the program. But I just want for put my own spin on it. So during the time where we do the program, Madam Fatima Bio send this message, a social media post. So taking pictures of houses and claiming the ownership without documentation as proof is poor journalism. No amount of blackmail will shut me up. Pray and pay your workers the salaries due them. Your first attempt is not working. Try harder next time. So again, from this write-up, it comes through. Say the first lady, they assume say Koidu Holdings, they behind this. But I'm not so sure about it. And as a matter of fact, this headline shows say the journalist behind the story is send that story there to Fatima Bio, and he asked him for like he respond. And the article we read on Saturday show clearly. So they reach out to a man for letting comment, they not respond to them. So this journalist, they say she had weeks to respond. So again, this now something where I want to make them very clear me fumble them because again, them people are now people are very interesting. Where somebody see this, say Fatima Bio drag Koidu Holdings to court, where he hired 13 lawyers them, somebody go be tempted for think say it get something for do with this allegation. Me fumble them, this lawsuit, in my opinion, a distraction. A very clear, saying a distraction. They want for distract salon people them, and for people them where maybe not understand the full story, the lawsuit and not get any direct link with the story. So I want to let people understand that. Because now that impression some people then go and forget at this point and say, oh, okay, well, because of the lie panam about them, host them and then property them, so it don't sue. No, fumble them, the lawsuit and not get no bearing, or at least directly. I go read for now, waiting it is sue for. Because the thing they sue for now a direct connection to the letter where Koidu Holdings sent to them. The intention say then go sue. So me fumble them. This particular story, I be talk about also Pawi sister program where now the bold African voice. A few people then come and say, oh, now fake news, and some people and few other people say, oh, not so fake news. But I refer to the person or people we say na fake news, but that English program where I can always do. So let them go back and read the report proper one. Me fumble them, if una read the report proper one, you go see them clearly say you get boku evidence them where this journalist they point against the first lady. So for with all that allegation there, the first lady just taking pictures of houses and claiming the ownership without documentation as proof is poor journalism. I don't agree with that though. And we all know say where it come to the ownership of the document, like even we within a year, like me little also where I get na ya, now me get the documents them. If anybody them particular documents then they pull them a do, then clearly it don't breach me confidentiality. But waiting they na public domain where the public very much aware of now the record. So according to the record, the public record, if you search my address, you go see. Say, okay, well, this house belong to Abdul Karim Kagbo, and go even probably talk about Ustem Abayam, Amos Abayam, and all that stuff. Then it can be public record. So then public record then how Fatima Bio, with all way a very clear, based on them pictures then some side away part of the house where a young boy picking snap. So waiting Fatima Bio want for tell me. And not deny, say not in pictures them all, or not deny, say not to in host them down in the rather a try for make this vague kind of deflection. Saying, oh, somebody just take pictures of bunch of hosts them and then not show ownership. No, there's no need for show ownership. And according to the report make it very clear. It say according to public record. And we all know say people who are familiar with the record then they public record they show the host, it go show the owner, but it not go show the documents them of the ownership. Than then a private record. Like the if na mortgage in we own case then abroad, na be 2 year you bank. The bank not get for publisher, like the terms of the mortgage and all then detailed and they know. And at that make plenty time where you want for transact host, like you want for sell host or buy host. Then can do waiting and call. I don't know for the people in Europe, but in North America, they can do waiting and call title search. Then they search public record for know exactly who that na the owner of that host day. So after where the people them we don't do the search, where in this case na the realtors them, where they don't the lawyer for UA they buy, they don't search the public record, and then that public record now go show say yes, the person where they try for sell them to you, indeed not the owner of the house. So me fumble them, that public record day is sufficient because again, that make that database day not to everybody they get access to them, unless if you pay, then through certain agency or where or other means, you go get them, and then they send a limited record. But for the realtors them, when like the lawyers them where they represent the realtors, the person they sell the house, or the agent where they sell the house, then get, because of now their own profession, that then get that confidentiality clause. We go say, okay, well, we don't see and so under no circumstance then publish them or something like that. So for let Fatima Bio feel say this is sufficient, no me fambulem, they are big. Let we not be distracted. Again, I want for draw to own attention this particular journalist, and I'm so glad that this not today salon journalist way then go open call. This journalist, he make it clear, and he name na Joseph Schwidlick. So what did he say? Her Excellency at First Lady Bio might want to read my investigation first. Her apparent doubt would be answered. So this na challenge the journalist put before the First Lady. And indeed, the little way I read from the one way they publish, that report where they publish, again, boku things them way me go say convincing. I go show now one. I'm not go again through all waiting we be go through on Saturday. I go encourage you now for una check that Saturday program if una want to know more on this particular topic, because that Saturday program we talk about this extensively. But because of I want for make the case, so now that make I want for show una just 2 or 3 evidence where this journalist put together and tell you exactly waiting me and you too go see say na damning evidence. So now people them way I know say yes, you get supporters them of this administration, rightfully so. But the first thing first, fambulem, the Osweda woman they say, oh, people them take bunch of pictures them and then claim scenarios and stuff. According to the journalist, and like how they say, where it can pair images, then speak more than 1,000 words. This na Madam Fatima Bio in Pekin. And Usai Itimap, where he post this, then picture ya na inside that same house where allegedly he buy for imama, when na $500,000. So me fambulem, and I'll take the two together. This comment say you just they take bunch of pictures they no more of host them, and then you claim say na Fatima Bio get but you don't get any proof of ownership. But me fambulem, the host in question. So why Fatima Bio no go tell Salon people and waiting in Pekin be they do now that very same host day where he snap pictures them, and based on the comment where he make between he and Mama and other people them, he refer to this place as in palace. So if na place no more, he go for entertainment or visit and stuff, and obviously go call it in palace. And they show different occasions then, given the thing, the attire, the clothes we wear. So Madam Fatima Bio, I feel say it's high time Leona stop for the stupid people them, especially the people them way for some reason they don't so support una that they not even think twice, or they need to think critically. And this is not any disrespect to the supporters of Fatima Bio Iman. But this, when you think critically, you go ask yourself the question, why Fatima Bio in Pekino say, oh, now Photoshop? Why you not make any of them thing in there? Instead, you just make this bogus statement about saying then they take pictures them, like say now random pictures them. And then and that make the journalist, and rightfully so, a point to the question, the report, ask if at all in the first lady they'll read the full report. Say they'll read me report, the investigation where I do. Because if you read them, boku tin them way you feel say you doubt, oh, whose pictures then they wire of who's host them or something like that. Maybe then they go set the record straight for you. So again, like how they say, picture they speak more than 1,000 words. The same oath we buy for mama. The journalist show where Mother Bio and Fatima Bio there be all event now that same host day. And then put the host and then show the areas them of the host. And according to the journalist, it say it don't do in research and then do some I don't know if I go say forensic. And then it show clearly, because if you read the report, you go clearly see say they mark some areas, then they where they mark and for no more like una go able watch closely and see connections saying that same place Usai Madam Fatima Bio in a man the older event. Now the same host this way they refer to. So me fumble them looking at the evidence here. And this other one, they also connect them with the half brother for say sometime this person way gets their OCR, when are the owner of their OCR, and not get no relation with Fatima Bio. So somebody come na me YouTube channel, The Bold African Voice. The person say, well, waiting at the big deal. Fatima Bio in border, if na in border safe, that border they waiting at the big deal if the border able for na get the host them. If the two border then na then get the host, they waiting at the big deal. That not necessarily mean say na Fatima Bio buy am. Hey me brother, because I be man ask that question they. See now this they want the politicians them for let we they think in a lazy way. Me brother, Fatima Bio in half brothers them. Not to people that way get that kind of job. Not to people that way get that kind of business where you say then they make money elsewhere. We then capable for buy that kind of host. So this they try and let God bless this journalist and the social media people them like VOS where they try for pull this case nado and for explain in a better way let people understand. We they try for bring this to Salone people attention. And then you get people where they look the other way. Where just because of the supporters of this administration, where they're safe, possibly they struggle. So this saddens me. For like people and they do that. It's quite unfortunate. As somebody will go claim say you like that country there. So if you they support this administration today, so it means where this administration come out and then other administration come. So now that time they, if then story then kind story come out. Now that time they you go knock chest and say, oh then corrupt. Oh the country they suffer. So now that time they you go get voice. So if the answer is yes, like how plenty SLPP folks them. But they go after an escoma, they call them all kind of name. So it means when you party then a power, you they see that they wreck the country. But yet because you not supporter, because not to say you they benefit to. And I go show now some stories them. Later on, we go show say the same people them we vote SLPP. then they suffer probably more than the people that will not vote SLPP. What make us say so? Probably because then now the suffering and get for quisam. They not get for make people that know say that they suffer because they don't want to feel guilty or they don't want to let people them point finger at them, saying then they sabotage the government. So me fumble them. Again, this is not the update I get for now before I go to the lawsuit. So we get for talk about several other things them, me fumble them. The thing where I want for talk about where get connection with the economy of Salone in particular, but Africa in general. Again, a similar thing that they appeal or be the appeal to we brothers them na America, we brothers and sisters in America. Where people and they gladly, oh, Donald Trump, they miss if Donald Trump be there in power, people like more jobs then go there and like things then go better. No no new wars no go there in that country in the wall and all that stuff then they. But my brothers and sisters, I just want to point to now this particular story, this news article. And by the way, I want to say thank you so much to Sierra Leone, because we get plenty of the articles them from Sierra Leone. So waiting now the headline by this article from Bulem. US lawmakers proposed 5% tax on money remittances sent to Sierra Leone and others. Per plain clear waiting they say. We know say almost every Salone person we base na abroad can they send money back home na Salone, and in general Africans them we they send money back home to people them, whether you parents then they're alive or because we know say this extended family system. If it not be your mama, it not be your papa, it not be your brothers and sisters, you will still get auntie, uncle, cousins, them, like extended family. So that make almost every African person, they send money back home. So me fambulem, I go read the whole story, but I just want to set the stage for talk about the headlines. So me fambulem, what in this mean? Una member, right now, when you send money, whether na Western Union, MoneyGram, regardless of USA you use them, wetin dey happen, me fambulem? Then they charge you fee for send the money. And on top of that, we all know say they're not going to give you the correct exchange rate. So meaning you they short change, like they reduce the money where people are supposed to get back home. But because of it easier for we and it trustworthy rather than for use source them where you not believe in, people are still do them. So on top of the fee where you get for pay for send the money, now you get for pay 5%. Let me argue an example, my brothers and sisters. So as it is right now, if you send $1,000, you for pay tax worth of $50. Remember, so that $50 day, what you can do for people in a Salone. So now you the government. And I want for people that we get small understanding of finance. Plenty of the money away we they send. Now money waiting and call after tax. So if now you workplace you get that money there, let's say you paycheck, you can don't pay tax for that paycheck, for that money there, where they pay you. So we got depending upon whose tax bracket you did. So this na money where the government don't tax already. And for like them say, okay, well, you for pay more tax, Panam, where it go be 5% additional. So people them where be they say, oh, Donald Trump now the answer to everything. And I go last shock una before I move to the other topic, but this I will come back to it. Within this particular bill, they saying then go only target people people in America, particularly immigrants them for sure, we are non-citizens of America. So the citizens them of America we then pay that 5% tax per money where they send outside of the country. During tax term, then go able file tax and claim that tax where they don't pay. So what's in this they tell we? It they tell we say then they target immigrants them. It no matter if you dey na America legally, meaning you get green card. It no matter to them. Because somebody will get green card, at least a legal somebody. And a possible way una recognize say a good for the country. And make una allow for get green card. Green card meaning permanent stay. So it no matter if you get green card. The only person or the only people them where the government can give them tax back. Now the citizens them. So let's say Canada, for example, and God, definitely Canada. I go talk about what we call the contagion effect. This way, Donald, where the Republicans they do so, they introduce in America. If other countries them, because we know say after COVID, Boku countries them, but they go through deficit, meaning that they spend where they spend, like all the money they don't spend per COVID, and up till now, some of them spending and they still they undergo them spending and they create for like the money where they bring come as revenue is not sufficient for cover the whole in terms of the spending. So if other countries then at the world, developed countries then particularly, they see say, oh wait, this now way for raise tax or revenue, then go copy. And that's not my concern here. Because this now is a way for like they raise additional revenue. But what's in that nigga for do? Now twofold effect. One effect, Donald Trump, the European Union, and plenty other major countries them, developed countries them, they don't cut back the rate at which they help Africa and other developing countries them. So the diasporas them, we where they abroad, even though we're not going to fulfill the shoes of that gap there, but we they soften the impact. We they put cushion by the impact. So meaning that the money them way, because clearly, me particularly, I don't increase the money where they send before because again, people in the complaint say the tin and triangle, the money, enough again and stuff like that. So you get a bump them up. So guess what? Now, if they say you spend like you want for send $1,000, let me talk first about the people and way they send for rescue somebody in terms of like food, then thing and day. Let me forget first about them project, like you want for go up in business or you get a building project, like them big ticket items. You they pay a whole lot more. Because the example I give, $1,000, 5% of $1,000, my brothers and sisters, are $50. So you multiply them. So $10,000. If you want for send $10,000, how much you they pay per tax? This additional tax where the Republican Congress they try for pass. For $10,000, Fambulem, you they pay tax of $500. So you see, the more you send, the more you they pay in taxes because now percentage of the amount. So remember, $500 for send $10,000 if you get projects in a salon. Not a small money. Oh. With $500, it they do plenty additional things them. So back to we people them. So what did that mean? If you get for pay tax, you get for reconsider. Because if you send the same amount and then you end up for pay tax, it don't be burden on you. So because we not go able for take that burden day, waiting get for happen now, people then go send less money. So you go begin consider the tax. Say, why go don't send this money just now? Again, if for whatever reason, pay the tax immediately because the time we send them, they're supposed for collect them. But if for whatever reason they will trace you and say, oh, we pay tax on this amount we send and stuff, and we all know we were familiar with the revenue agency system, then go make you pay them back and also charge you penalty. And on top of it, then go charge interest. That's so government they collect the money. So you see how this they bring additional hardship to people in Africa and Salone in particular, thanks to Donald Trump. So for people they always be they kind of talk about Trump here and there and stuff like that. So this not only the America impact, but waiting they get for do to other countries them. Like Canada, Australia, Europe, if they end up for follow suit, because clearly they see this like a tax hole or a tax couch, we then go take advantage of them. So tax cow, if I can use the correct phrase. So Fambulem, if time permit, I go read for una the article, but I don't explain most of the things they una need for know. Saying 5% tax they come. But for now, the people within America, where they send money outside of America and call them remittances. So then get now for begin pay. If this bill pass, then get for begin pay 5% of the amount we then they send. We're not a small percentage that. So, and we all know, say, we governments do not get that kind of money for say, okay, well, the government now for reduce some amount of taxation, we go cushion this effect. We don't say the government self they scramble because the pump don't lock now. So this, we were there abroad, get for suffer for that, and more so the people that were there back home. Because we were there abroad, we not go put ourselves in that situation where we go say, okay, let we continue for send the same amount, but yet we go for pay additional tax. No, but people are not going to do that. Instead, then go reduce the amount we then go send, and then they now see as hardship. We go for cam additional hardship. We go for cam power people them. So Fambulem, that's I go treat them as the main story. And the other thing where I want for really bring to our attention, and I go remind una back of the same thing where we did talk at VOS over and over and over. Where we they say Salone, the people them way they feel say then they na power. Them feel say government thing them where they go wrong now the country not go affect them. But my brothers and sisters, we all know say not to true. Certain things then they in that country they if as citizens them as a whole, we not address them, a matter of time, it will bet the people themselves within a power. This next story. And again, this, and all the people let misunderstand, say, are they make light of somebody in Taiwan? No, not to that, not my intention there. But I just want to point to a somber reality. So within that reality there, the headlines say, members of parliament demand predictable healthcare following death of SLPP MP. So the write-up within the right they say, well, parliament, the members of parliament do not get better healthcare insurance, because now the insurance more than talk about, because if you get insurance, then depending upon within your insurance allow you, sometimes then go even allow yourself for go out of the country for go seek medical attention and all that and day. But for the fact say that they talk about insurance, so meaning that the health care now the country or where they receive adequate. So me fumble them. And this now the somber message and they can talk about so. So if remember the parliamentarians them at one point, them people here be done, they all, including Yum Keller, they all vote in favor of raising the allowances. And all the allowances then they part of it, healthcare. So they get allowances for most of the things them we Sierra Leone people them not get. The average, the normal, or the regular Salone people do not get. And yet, then they use this death of one of their own, we brother, and say, it really saddened. If when I read the report or the article say, few of them be talked to this man a day before he died. So meaning to them, then some of them call him untimely death. So a parliamentarian, then they talk say, it get untimely death. And as a result now, they call the government or they demand, because they don't put say the government, but they demand say, therefore get better health service and insurance specifically. So I ask the question now, what about that average person? We don't even get a job, let alone government job. And of course, not all government workers themselves go able to get good healthcare service. So this not for be wake up call to even the parliamentarians then saying we all for advocate for a better system of healthcare service and all the essential things then. It not necessarily mean for say now una the parliamentarians then no more. So what about the time where you not get for be parliamentarian? You not get for be member like just like Baku APC folks them, where they be in a cabinet as ministers and all that, they go up and down. But where they don't know the government not in a power or the party not in a power. So Baku of them. So you want to tell me say if they're sick as Sierra Leoneans them, they're not deserving of good healthcare service in the country? So now that make again, as selfish as they can always be, instead of they see this as a way for let things then change for the better. So every Salone person go say Alhamdulillah instead of Subhanallah. The non-Muslims, they will not forgive me for that. But meaning better. Instead of saying, well, so. So I would expect, say, this for be a wake-up call Not to just for ask saying, oh well, parliamentarians them, and in fact when they read the article, one of the parliamentarians talk about where he be go outside of Salone for go seek for go on official duty is sick, and he be struggle and not be able to get adequate healthcare service where it be required at the time. But guess what? That same person there, he praised President Bio. He said thanks to President Bio. Because apparently, I don't know if President Bio gave him personal money or waiting, because the article not show clearly. But he said thanks to President Bio. So you they try for advocate for better system. Then in the same vein, you they praise the person where get the opportunity for make the system change. So then they na a better advocacy than they na a strong way that for advocate for your welfare. I mean, what you need for do is you point to the person, say, you know what, partner, you then have power. And if you able for handle this, it go better, not only for we within a parliament, but it go better for the country as a whole. Then they're not supposed for be you pitch, but instead, oh, thank you, thanks to President Bill, but still that health situation they are still they go through. So then they not sound funny to anybody at all. So the person way you get the opportunity now for say for son, President Bio, you see what's in there happen, and this now one of we SLPP person. And myself where I be sick, now so struggle I go through. Yes, you be send small thing for me, but then they not sufficient. And not to all time you go personally responsible. Then they not be supposed for be the right approach. Way not to say you they oppose them, but you just they advocate for like a understand the pressure or the difficulty where people and they go through in terms of getting proper medical attention. So me fumble them. This a wake up call for the parliamentarians them. Now wake up call for the supporters them of both APC and SLPP, because of them party then they, as far as the eye can see so far, and them parties then they get for the na power, at least for the next 10 years or so. Because the probability for a third force that our country there for be relevant in the next 10 years, to me, the chance very low. A possible, yes, but the chance very low. So I make consistently the appeal to both APC and SLPP for then think about the country first. Because the thing they feel say that they enjoy now, tomorrow we don't know they have power, they're not able for enjoy that. So why we all not go able for enjoy at the same time, whether you didn't have power or not, that's not the right thing for do. That's not what we call a forward thinking, a visionary idea, a progressive idea. Not to just, oh, I'm a party then a power. So therefore, as long as it's good for me, I don't care much about the next person. No, that's wrong. And again, I'll just make it very clear. This not to for lighten the moment at all of this brother we die. Not so that's not my intention. But because of them, I use this person we die and advocate only for their own welfare. Now parliament, now that particular approach, they think say wrong. Because this for sure them say the country as a whole health system need for improve. So we go get more people and we not go die unnecessarily. Or from sickness way can be preventable. Not just that are the advocate now. Yeah. So the other thing where I want to talk about from Bulem, if time permit me, I know say yes, we don't rob much Panam before and all that, but I talk briefly about Dayenga. So now I want to hear from Una. So Una feel say the approach now where we don't take so, given that Guinea considered a military regime, it go make a difference. I believe say one or two people answer that question the last time, saying because I suggest for let we go to ECOWAS, to the United Nations, ECOWAS, and not be think about the African Union. But if then they reach out to all three branches or all three organizations, that's even better. Because to me, if they all weigh in, especially where Salone currently get non-permanent seat at the Security Council, if Dande Cable make we get more weight in the issue or in we favor, to me, I feel saying the right way for go. So I want for you una thought. Now, let read for una the numbers there for call, and let una will call the phone lines there open right away. So for people that within North America, una cable reach we toll free. The number for call now 1-866-944-7722. 1-866-944-7722. North America meaning Canada, the United States, and Mexico. So if they call from the UK, we're in the United Kingdom, the number for each winner +442080891455. +442080891455. If they call from Australia, the number for each winner +612909843337. +612909843337. If you know they in any of them country or you did it, you not just able for call the numbers, yeah. I go again when I can call we toll free, we WhatsApp number where I always can say now the one port number, everything just mix and put inside the one port, meaning regardless of whose country they, whose part of the world you dey, as long as you get internet connection and you get access to WhatsApp, you can able call we, and that number then are +1 343 997 5828 +1 343 997 5828. And we also get we radio station our Freetown winner 91.9 FM. And in order for people that we're not able forget the reception side and day, we encourage you for una download the mobile app, and the mobile app look like this, where you can go on the VOS television, the Google Play Store, and type VOS television, and then you go able for download them, and the same for the Apple App Store. So just type VOS television, and then you go able for download the mobile app and reach we directly, my brothers and sisters. Again, for people way not familiar with what they try for doing a salon, we get the VOS Diaspora Helping Hand when a scholarship program. I want for say special thank you to all the people that we don't contribute to this program so far, and by God in power, we don't able to pay 1 year school fee and buy books, uniform, and everything for the first person we decide where we don't knock chest for help. We young talented brother Pekin. We na John Sita and Unasia with the president. We again thank you to President Bio. He organized this thing for the Namakeni. However, the Papa be say they be supposed for do follow up, but you know anything yet on that follow up. They as to how best they can chip in, if at all they get for chipping for the beginning future. So we not able to know that, but for we go continue for do waiting we they do so for make sure say picking them we come up from humble background they're able to reach their highest potential, than God-given potential. So just quickly, I want to say plenty recognize the people that we don't contribute, because no matter what, we the volunteer na here. So for let people them really pull their money and contribute to the cause, we need to recognize them. And I tell them, I say, me program every Thursday, I go recognize them people here, and I just want to do that. Special thank you to Brother Tamba Mansa Musa. Thank you very much for your contribution. And want to say thank you to we own sister Mama, Sister Abi Lako. Thank you very much for your donation. And Brother Ibrahim Mansare, thank you very much for your donation. And thank you very much, Brother Tamba Mansa Musa, again, as you make, we they able to take from your method of payment every month. So thank you for that, as this now recurring payment from you. And one for say, Boku, thank you to another donor. We, of course, the familiar person per this program. We now, Brother Alpha, say thank you very, very much. And when I see that the only money we don't transfer from this account, this PayPal account, now 600 Canadian dollars, another money they will be used for paying school fee, buy books and uniform. So for again in lunch, we brought away based in Belgium, we now brought side forward Kaba. So sad forward Kaba. He don't not just say he go take care of the lunch. So una no go see name na but we go still recognize him because in they do am from Salone. So he based na Europe, but they ask somebody na Salone every occasional time for like that person they give we manager money, we go responsible for go give the boy lunch. So one for say plenty thank you to we brother, we na brother Sal Fuad Kaba. So thank you very much. Of course, INSEF don't donate heavily because it don't give about 4,000. I mean 4 million Leones at the struggle between the new Leones and the old Leones. So now forgive me if I still old fashioned, they talk about the old Leones. So the old Leones, I will say it don't get up to 4 million old Leones. So one for say plenty thank you. The first 2 million a give to the family, the young man within daddy for let them spend good Christmas, let them get good thing for it. And we all know saying our humble background, and then the other 2 million, it give for 4 months lunch. So one for say plenty thank you to brother Sal Fuad Kaba. Let God bless you all. And let's just run through quick. One for say plenty thank you again to brother Ibrahim Mansare, as repeatedly you don't donate. And similarly to brother Alpha, repeatedly you don't donate. Thank you very much. And one for say plenty thank you to brother Fode28. Thank you so much for your contribution, your donation. And one for say plenty thank you to brother Robert Kagbo for your donation. And sister Alima Kamara, thank you very much for your donation. And brother Ibrahim Masare again, repeatedly, thank you so much. Dear, not give up. Mean say we don't do them 3 times if it be enough. We still go appreciate you keep going. Thank you so much. Brother Ibrahim Ansari. Brother Mohammed Kamara, thank you very, very much for your contribution. We truly appreciate that. And Brother Alpha Sise, again, repeatedly, it on the donate for to this scholarship program. So one for say plenty thank you to Brother Alpha Sise. And we sister program, we now the African Voice Network, we now me the EDA network day, we be donate also towards this scholarship program. Like how they say, you want for lead by example. Now we first donate just for we show people and say yes, now something we'll believe in. And from time to time, when I know say we get other things that we would just for unable get VOS for free, we will spend on, but that not to excuse. From time to time, we self will continue for donate. So I'm for say plenty thank you to all the people that we don't donate. Let we see if we can take a call and then I will continue with the program tonight. VOS Network, hello caller, waiting your name and who say they call we from, please. Hello? Hello? All right, well, I'll go to the next call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who said they call you from? So I don't know if really, but again, I've been for tempted for say sometimes people and they struggle for them mainline them, but some people can come through. VOS Network. Hello, caller. All right, caller. Well, call me back or use the WhatsApp. So probably for save money, we go rethink if we need for just scrap their number and they so fumble them again. I just want for let me take a quick break. Commercial. Well, again, now promotion the scholarship program. Let me take a quick break and watch this video, a short video, just for continue for appeal to we all for let we support a good cause. I will come right back after this. In the heart of Sierra Leone, where dreams often struggle to find wings, one young man dared to hope. This is John Sitta. Born into a humble family where even putting food on the table was a daily challenge, education seemed like a distant dream.
Good afternoon and welcome to Voice of Salone Radio.
Good afternoon to the listeners.
Yeah, so what's your name?
My name is Ibrahim, sir. Ibrahim Pedal.
Ibrahim Pedal, what is
Kamara.
Kamara. You understand say born if you go come force in the whole country?
Yes, I'm a pikin. Okay. Actually, they talk to you now, so we born the pikin. Now, attire the cell. Now, empty attire the cell. I no gets. And launch na 10,000 a year every day. At times we meet up at the biggest one and when we eat, they can get 10,000. Not all the time. It is strain. And the constraint, are they up to 14 years work no be?
John had a fire in his heart and brilliance in his mind. But brilliance without opportunity often fades into silence. His parents believed in him, but with an annual family income of less than $1,000, they couldn't afford to keep John in school. Then came the VOS Diaspora Helping Hands Scholarship Program, a beacon of hope for underprivileged, talented students like John.
Take the first position during my WAS examination.
And what are the mechanisms have you put in place for you to become first again for WAS?
I should be studying very hard and hardworking in class.
So what you want to tell others that are unfortunate to come first in the Becker process?
Okay, my advice to my colleague students is that success do not come overnight. They have to study and get prepared for any task overhead.
All right, thank you very much. This is VOS, Voice of Salone Radio.
Today, John is not just a student. He's a leader, a mentor, and a beacon of hope for his community. With your support, VOS Diaspora Helping Hands empowers students like John from humble beginnings to reach for the stars. Together we can transform more lives. Together we can change the story. Join us today. Sponsor a dream. Shape the future. Scan the QR code to donate or visit our website at www.vosdiaspora.org. All right, Fambulem, again, I for say plenty thank you for to the people we don't do them best for donate. And if you go on the website, you go see how much you raise so far, slightly over $1,000. And even though for this year is sufficient for take care of John Sitta, but we want to expand the program to more Kingdom. And that make with the appeal. I want to say special thank you to we sister, we auntie, we mama, na the UK, we na auntie Kadi, they make arrangement for send some money, but it say ingo send to the VOS bank account na Salone. So once we get that money there, I go report, I go make we manager snapshot the account, and then I go show none of this platform. So we don't receive that money there, and I go get account as to waiting that money they goes to go there for. So this now for just appeal to the people that we need a salon or the people that we they some place where they're not comfortable for use the PayPal. By the way, I go really encourage you now for let una use the PayPal, because with PayPal it's easier for let we keep track and also it's easier for the come and report, just like I shown her, because with the PayPal, you go see them. But that no means say I go discourage you now for now why use other means for send them to we bank account now Salone directly. And I promise saying, dear my brothers and sisters, anybody will do that in addition to report where they report, post them na we forums them na the VOS Facebook page or YouTube channel, say you don't donate so amount na the bank account, and then they go help we for keep track of almost also people them don't send na that account there. But again, we first option will be the PayPal, because then they must kind of easier for them manage. So I want to say boku thank you to now all again we don't contribute to this worthy cause for like we able see we picking them we come up from a very humble background for like they able go school till the reach you side God make the able reach. So me fumble them. I get other stories them again. I just want to talk about one story. Dear, again, this I don't want for Leona Siam in the light of APC versus SLPP. No, because as Sierra Leoneans, now we constitutional right for like we belong to a particular party or any organization we want. Because remember, the constitution say we get that freedom of association. We free for belong to any political party or any organization where we choose for belong to. So dear, this next story, not to something where I want for let we look at in a political lens or with a political lens. So dear, let we not do that. Because if we do we go miss the opportunity for correct the situation of the country. So Fambulem, we all know say this particular story, a story where it be done on social media a lot. But all of a sudden it just died down. Then today or this week, we see say don't come back now do. Waiting at the story. The story now about this late sister. APC member calls for renewed investigation into 2018 gang rape case in Kailau district. And I make her say, dear, let we now use political lens on this issue. Because this woman, yes, now SLPP stronghold, but for the fact say he support another party, APC in this case, allegedly, 6 man there, then go rape him, then cause havoc. So, but because of, we all know, a act for theft case against the sitting party, that case they die. But all of a sudden, APC they be all a meeting recently, a press conference, then bring this case up. And the reason we make her take interest by this case, now because una look at this person now from the south. This person again I don't want for play the race card now though. I really don't want play the race card. But I want to forgive me for this point where I want to make though. This person, I believe say na Mende woman, and now from SLPP stronghold, we na Kailau, so na they come up. And yet, they're not looking into that. Say now we own blood sister. Just because of a support other party. We're not popular in that area. They're subject to this kind of treatment. stay lost in life. Ifambule, una tell me too. Now any civilized method that for let we treat each other. And we see the senseless war where we go through within the cause Salone. They like today, people are like, we still they grieve over 20 some years. Because we always the second guess and say, oh, maybe the parents then go still they alive, rebel not be kill them and all that. So for let una engage in clearly somebody where then sabi, where na the sister, na the area, na the mama, na the auntie, and probably they all grew up together. In the name of politics, una subject that person to this kind of inhumane treatment. Hey, me brothers and sisters, it's not sufficient for let we see past APC and SLPP. Let we think about ourselves as humans first. Say we deserve for live comfortably, regardless of which part of the country you there. We not go see them that way there. So tell me, as as SLPP supporter, this story for ye say 6 man them, and not for any other reason, allegedly because this lady supports APC and he best now can allow. So then people are subject to this. You as SLPP supporter, you waiting, you think say as something where you proud of, where people treat this lady so. So the same thing again. During the campaign, I believe, say if I remember correctly, and I be condemned that at Tonkolili, people SLPP folks them, yes, they not be too plenty. Then go for campaign. They harass them. And they kind of assault them. It's completely wrong. If you party or you pursue way they support your candidate, if it's good for the country, it no matter outside the campaign. Let we assess people based on them policy, based on how best then we will change Salone. Not done there for be with concentration, not done for be for concentrate on, not to for spend unnecessary anger or time on we neighbors them, on we people and where we think say their own ideology different from we, even though this person we all grow up together. Even though we don't be neighbor for God knows how long, but because it is support a party where we need a support. So we for make them enemy and to an extent that if for loss in life, so do you beg me family. So let we watch the side where the briefing or the conference talk about. Do you beg again? And they appeal to me, brothers and sisters. Let we not see them kind atrocities here as APC versus SLPP. We for condemn them with no condition at all. Saying, oh, now because of now SLPP, now APC support, and he base now can allow, now he fair for himself. Then they completely nonsense. Let we not say so at all, my brothers and sisters. Let we see him say, now we sister, now we mama, now we auntie, now we all grow up together. So you not deserve for like in life cut short like so. We need for team up. We were there within the circle. Because again, dear, if I go offend people I apologize. But when I tell me to that slave trade, if within themselves they not be decide say no, then go team up for abolish them. Probably for still there on 30 day. Because the people the way that they capture, we the Africans, the way that they capture, they make we powerless. So the change for abolish the slave trade, it come within the people them we engage in them. So I give this example for tell una say the change where we they look for na Salone, it not go come from outside. It get for begin within we the so-called strong supporters, we the people them where they rule. Now we get for team up and say, no, this is inhumane. This is not right. this person get right for live as Sierra Leonean, as human being. Now we for begin team up, my brothers and sisters, where you team up for them kind truth than they. God will reward you. If you believe in heaven, you go heaven. Because it is clearly not the 10 commandment. You get for love your neighbor as thyself. And we then say neighbor, not to just somebody where they near you. Now human being. You come in human. You for love them the same way as you love yourself. And I always can say that. Now the greatest commandment, yes, then say 10 commandments, but that particular one day, if every human being adhere to love thy neighbor as thyself, all the rest of the 9 commandments, them, we not go commit them at all. I will give you an example. They say, thou shalt not kill. If you love your neighbor as thyself, clearly you not go kill him. Thou shalt not lie. If you love your neighbor as yourself, clearly you not go lie upon him. We go pull him out of condition or get him into trouble. Adultery. If you really love your neighbor, you know, go after and work for a man. So, my brothers and sisters, the list go on and on and on and on. When you love somebody, you know they do them bad. If you do that person a bad, clearly you don't love her. So, if again I can be a preacher, man, the greatest commandment, in my opinion, now that one we say, love thy neighbor as thyself. So, dear my brothers and sisters, as a human being, we all deserve for live. So whether you na Southeasterner, love you brothers and sisters from the Northwest. If you na Northwesterner, love you brothers and sisters from the Southeast. We all na humans. And by extension, we all na Sierra Leoneans. And that's make what you doing in that country here. I don't remember see somebody ever ask me if me na Mende or Timni or Limba or Loko, non-Sierra Leonean person, because now we the Sierra Leoneans then care much about whose part of the country you come out. But somebody we not to Sierra Leonean, the way you talk, say, oh, I'm from Sierra Leone. Then go ask you whose part now West Africa and stuff. But they're not going to ask you whose part of the country. Because we all, they're under one umbrella, green, white, and blue. So, my brothers and sisters, again, at the appeal to una not take this particular case as APC versus SLPP. Una take them against the people and we deserve for be punished for this terrible crime if they're still alive. Because this is not something will happen in 2018. And if they still get evidence and then people in their alive, they need for nail them. And me they appeal personally to the administration. So let we watch the conference and I will come right back with another shocking story, me fambolem.
And I expect of Satalamin, where they may rape inside 2018 na Kailaun district by over 6 man them simply because of in belief in the APC party.
We are not going to say anything as a woman. We are not say something about this woman, Sata, in ordeals we go through in this country. We all know as a woman, we understand better. Because we know what it face, we know what it means for those people to rape you. And look, we see that something like me. We don't do anything wrong. All the wrong the people think say they do not Thailand. Now for make it stand for what it be. Make it stand for say yes, in our APC and go ahead for support APC. That was all the wrong, that was all the crimes that we commit. And she was damned, she was abused, she was molested, she was disgraced, she was beaten. They run away from a Quito, they run away from a district because of shame and humility and disgrace before. In people, in Pikine, in family, in husband. We all know what he went through. And today we are with me. And we the woman, we don't ever get peace of mind. We don't ever rest, no matter how many years it takes. For defense, in integrity, for defense, for restore in integrity back in this investigation, but wetin e face when that thing no happen because this government no take action. And we still the woman, we still want justice for Satalami. We still want justice, but we no go stop until Satalami gets injustice, no matter how many years it take. We go get the justice wey Satalami wants.
First,
So Fambulem, I want to say boku thank you, and indeed I feel say we all for rally behind whatever organization they try for bring justice, and that make part of the topic. We try for put a talk about legal battles. Again, the truth is bitter, but the fact of the matter is, then tear away we continue for do so. And then we feel say better results go come to that country. No, not a magic. Not a magic at all. If one less Salone go before, that thing will be sabi before we say we for tolerate each other. Whether this person believe what you believe in, but for the fact say now your neighbor, for the fact say now your brother, now your sister, now your auntie, now your uncle, now your family, you get for tolerate them. So dear, that thing way we don't see they develop in other countries, and no say the politicians them because they don't get any sober thing for deliver, let people able their life able better. Now this kind of thing that they promote. That thing where you go say, where you go incite people, even though to them they say now the other side, where the other side do whatever thing we then not like, now the term then go quote the law. But this very clear, say a wrong. And Fambulem, in that vein day, I want for also share with you now another heart-rending story. It still go around the same nonsense. This political influence, where people politically influenced or get political connection, the law not able for catch them. My brothers and sisters, yes, I know say it happen almost everywhere, even in America. But Salone now, let we not allow this for be too blatant. Where we they see am Koroko one, as Creole people, Creole man go say Koroko one. We they see this they happen. So me fumble them. I want to bring to our attention another sad story. This na 8-year-old Pekin. Allegedly, one man raped him. And right now, according to the Pekin, in parent, in mama particularly, but in Fambulem, they say the Pekin they undergo serious health issues right now. And for goodness sake, now 8-year-old Pekin, young Pekin. And in them case, then they waiting with they expect Fambulem where this kind of thing happen. Now for lack the justice fet for we. Let Papa government fet for we. And particularly where we first lady they go up and down. So they even go ahead, they cite this as state emergency. And we know say it make Salone be popular. Say wow. Then declare state emergency for rape. But my brothers and sisters, waiting happen by this case, allegedly. They say the person where they accuse, where he go before magistrate free him. And from the investigation, within the investigation come up for reveal, it shows say this person, now put the right up, this person na a district councillor, na Kenema. And then believe say this same person, it get connection to the magistrate where release him, or where set him free. So my brothers and sisters, the family, this young Pekin, we no question, this don't mess up in life, they die. So the similar way why they talk about the previous story, Una tell me true. Anybody in a salon, particularly the young pikia, then deserve, then cruel, tia. The cow then can say, woman them plenty. And I believe say no matter how ugly the man they be, he must get woman the way they die for him. And particularly say get good job. Because salon, as long as you get you connected to government. Because this as soon as see an employee of Kenema District Council. And it take me back to that same thing where people can always feel say the region matter, the tribe matter. This is another big example. Usa it happened. It happened now a stronghold of the current administration. Where you feel say, given the First Lady in flagship program, Hands Off Our Girls, this na 8-year-old Pekin. You know you talk about that? And yes, we know say 2018, a Hands Off Our Girls, no be don't team up Trianga one, but now we don't team up, it don't attract international audience. Enough for we don't go back and say, okay, well, Satalamin deserve justice and not come to the speaking rescue. And somebody within a man in government way na the current, because they not even resign it or do not even sack it. The current Minister of Works, Dennis Sandy, instead Pekin, accuse him of rape. No further investigation or on this. Instead, within the judge by the case do is send, according to the last article I read, is send the case to the anti-corruption for waiting. Waiting anti-corruption get for do with that. And do not ever publish any report or the person, the victim, nor ever get any closure. So then can tear they happen. Then when you left the shores of Sierra Leone, you say you knock chest. You the champion, cause na salon. Waiting like they were they happen. Koro one. Ebo 8-year-old Pekin. For goodness sake. And it's very clear. Saying the person get connection. Because as a counselor, get connection to the magistrate. And the magistrate free him. And while this Pekin, they go through trauma. And not only mental trauma, according to the report, even they go through health challenges then now. Who have to take care of that Pekin? So, my brothers and sisters, the Pekin family, they demand justice. So, dear, all the social media platform, let we amplify this message. Let we, like how the former president of Gabon be appeal. So let people make some noise. Let we make some noise over this issue. Tell the authorities them go back to that case day. Let them reopen the case and try to understand why the magistrate freed that man with the alleged say he raped this 8-year-old Pekin. 8-year-old Pekin. Ebo, not to witch that one day, because then they don't pass wickedness. So me fumble them again at the appeal to now. I want to see Salone pass SLPP and APC. I want to see Salone beyond me na this tribe, me na that tribe. I want to see Salone beyond me na this region versus that region. Because then two story we I just talk about so. Now that side way we all say that side for be almost flawless. No issue not for commodity because now we partied in our power. Now they didn't hear the council. And highly likely, I don't know for certain, I make how they use the probability, highly likely this family way they cry now for justice, highly likely then vote for this government. But yet, the government will then support, then they come to the rescue. Instead, then decide for support somebody we directly link to them. We're not one of the politicians. So me fumble them, Salone, then they go in the right direction at all. And now we get for again that example I give about the slave trade. Now we were the inside. Now we get for put a stop to it if we want less Salone go in the right direction. So me fumble them again at the appeal to we all. This 8-year-old and in parents them in family, then deserve justice. And justice will forgive them. We fumble them. Before I talk about Fatima Bio in lawsuit, then they will come to go bring me to the end of that. Just quickly, fumble them. This story. Opposition leader demands immediate resignation of clerk of parliament. Oh, I know say yes, a nice for try, but the reason we make them say for like he resign, now because of the clerk of parliament, he expressed interest for be an executive member of SLPP. So for run for party position. So for that reason, then they ask him for a resign because according to them, it don't compromise in position. So you go say, well, fair enough. But the question now is, look at the context. So this man, now again, this Mr. Shillon talk about severally. The Constitution give the president the authority for let choose the clerk of parliament. And I know if I remember correctly, I don't feel say need for be confirmed by parliament. So and the president then they appoint him. So appoint him at that kind of sensitive position there. It's a very clear who that in loyalty go there to. Not to the person will appoint him, otherwise he will lose his job. Because like how Ben Kelfala self able to do anything with even though that in a bogus excuse. Because parentarily not they above the law for let ACC go after him, whether or not the president appoint him or not. The ACC supposed to be independent. But within the excuse way Ben Kelfalagi, he say, well, even though a no go deny say corruption or take place, the guy are not clean, but he not get much for nail. So as a result, now administrative case. So meaning that the person will hire him, then go decide for fire him. So if that kind situation where I go say koro one, now we all hide them, that man no resign. Where to mean a shameful something for like you day in the web of them kind thing and day. And you wef admit say yes, it do wrong. And for like the ACC make and clear say, well, waiting according to all the thing they waited before them, they're not convinced say you innocent. You see how they pass around it? They massage the message. And yet, this man will resign. Where if you be the think say this man gets any iota of moral sense or shame, enough for come again at the public eye for within for this time, like at least for a short time, if we don't kind of time out. But no, And they come, they cock and shoulder. So if all that scandal there, this guy no resign, and yet una feel say because he get a express interest for run for position na the SLPP party, so if we resign, I know say abroad na ya clearly then they go consider conflict of interest. We in a big deal na ya. But that guy don't show clearly say he's shameless. You know, get no iota of moral thing Panam at all. So as much as I like this man and he kind of vibrant, this whip, but to me, again, they get boku other things them way them for they spend time on, way more productive than they spend time per tower, per parentarily. Now somebody where not get moral shame at all. A kind of morally bankrupt. So no amount of guilty shaming go work. Not a strategy will go work for them at all. Because otherwise, enough for the openly express interest for run for a party position. Because it they under for serve the country. And we all know say for like get any reason for be influenced where you do your work as civil, well, in your own case as public servant. People are not for no party you belong to. But oh no, Africa in general, na pride for sure say you they support the party na power. Whether your position supposed for be independent or apolitical, no. Na pride. When I take WCC during campaigning, not be all over the place for the campaign for SLPP. Look, even in the parentarily, a campaign for SLPP. So it's not surprising to me at all. But again, now these are the talk about for push the country go before. Because if we want less salon go before, then we need for the correct them. Otherwise, where you begin bend the rule, you engage in conflict of interest, then they compromise your position, and by extension, they breed corruption. And then we saw one for tackle corruption, conflict of interest. Now, simple way that for sliding into corruption. Because you know very well, say, you know what, this guy gets me back. So me say for getting back. So you scratch me, I scratch you. And waiting down they get for being it will mean una cover each other. So if una cover each other and una get the assurance of each other and back, waiting get for happen, people and they not get for careful. You not get for think about say, oh, now the wrong thing, now they do so, people don't go vex or you go ruin the country and stuff. As long as say somebody gets you back, you don't get nothing else for scared. So that's now some of the consequences of this whole thing we they play with. So where for the people the way they enjoy the so-called arrangement, to them, oh, a fantastic, nothing wrong with it, until they come on a power. Then they begin see the wrong in it, and I then tell them they want for Allah. But guess what? It cannot be too late, unfortunately, because again, dear me, APC brothers and sisters, that's not to pick at the try for pick on una, but I just they give reference, because like I didn't say, the past. It help you for shape the present. The present, they help you for shape the future. So certain things then they will need for the reference the past. Yes, some people like feel say, well, I for spend so much time talking about the past. No, but sometimes I need for the reference. The past, we need for learn from the past. But because we know they always learn from the past, they feel say, oh, where we did it, okay, because now we they enjoy at that time. But you forget, say, when you come out there, this same thing where you be get opportunity for fix. Because you know fix that person where they take after you go do probably worse than what you be they do. And you get for be victim of the thing where that person go they do now. And then they happen to plenty APC folks them. And we see, for example, this whole court issue. Wetin make them not go court? Because they know say the court system rotten. And then be then a power. Why they not be fix am? Because they feel say it go be to them disadvantage at that time. But not knowing to say that something we get for come back for hunt them. And now the same system we then don't enjoy or then don't benefit from. Now that same system they want automatically, instantaneously, if it correct itself. No. And at the same thing again, the SLPP folks then they engage in the same kind of approach where they feel so then they're above the law, they're indispensable, and all that thing in there. But guess what? They be once standing a power under Tijan Kaba, but then commodity APC come. So APC self be don't want stay in a power. Where they be feel say and Escoma talk about then get thermostatics, you know, if you cross me path, I go do this, I go do that. Who say they elect today? Power don't left them. And the people that will be feel say it go continue forever. After me now you and all the rubbish then nonsense then they. Who still silent in any day again. So let we learn from APC. Waiting and go through and waiting that they go through right now. So, but my brothers and sisters, them. The same people them way be they suffer yesterday out of the terrible nature of we system, we then get opportunity today, right now, we then for correct that, where if they left now, then they go be considered a legacy and say, oh my goodness, the time where them be in a power and then be fixed XYZ. But no, then they look and with by the eye. And after we don't left, they now go read and they make all kind noise. Say the system not good, the system not this, the system not that. So my brothers and sisters, like how I say, it left to we for fix Salone. If we not fix Salone, nobody not go able come for fix them. It go continue for the in a mess. So we need for take care of that mess there. So the likes of Parantarawali, Abbas Bundu, they not forget no business in the running that country there. Because now people are corrupt. Time and time again. Boku evidence don't show how much they're corrupt. And now they don't train the younger ones them. So and sadly, the why we get for pass the brad them. And then they vow so say they want for run the country. My goodness. Let God sorry for that country there. And let we not give up. Because we not get any 2 salon. Now 1 grain salon we get. So one more topic before I conclude with Madam Fatima Bio in lawsuit. Ifambulem, dear, una forgive me if some of una will almost puke for the story. Waiting at the story. One, even though not a terrible man, but I go say still now my brother. Again, it's sad. Very, very sad. One we brother. I don't know if I foresee now the system now impromptu for do that or what. Again, fumble them. Let's just read small part of the story. And I want to see this like they pick on the region them. No, I really don't want to see them like so at all. I just want to point to say human nature. We personally responsible for we own well-being, for we own action. This man within cage, they slice dog there or they butcher dog and make am like roast beef and sell give people them. Who side this they happen? Now the eastern region. So let's just read them quickly for now. Man caught preparing dog meat for sale in Sierra Leone. Residents of a community on the outskirts of the eastern region of Sierra Leone were left horrified after a man was apprehended for allegedly butchering a dog for commercial sale. According to Mountain Online Television, thank you for that, the shocking discovery was made after locals reported suspicious activities and foul odors coming from the suspect's residence. Local authorities confirmed that they received multiple complaints from concerned community members who observed unusual nighttime movements and strange smell in the area. Upon investigating, police found the man in the act of preparing dog meat, with clear indications that it was intended for sale to unsuspecting consumers. Then quote Naya now. The people, we noticed a foul smell and unusual movement at night, said one resident who wished to remain anonymous. That's when we decided to alert the authorities. We never imagined someone would be selling dog meat in our community. According to initial police reports, the suspect is believed to have been operating the illegal meat business in secret for several weeks, disguising the dog meat as regular livestock product. Eyewitnesses say the man used discreet methods to lure, kill, and butcher the animals without raising public suspicion. The suspect was immediately taken into custody and is currently assisting police with their investigations. Authorities are also working to establish whether the man acted alone or is part of a broader network involved in illegal meat distribution across the region. So, me fumble them. Una sinaya we na catch am clear one. They skin the dog. And this picture, if una zoom am, una go see the tools them where he use for skin the dog. And this, just like cow meat. So the package are now for go sell and give people them. As any cow meat or goat meat, I don't know what kind of meat you go call this. So my brothers and sisters, and this they tell we say, human nature, we get for all the individuals them responsible. Let somebody not do something and we generalize. Say, oh, now so then many people in town or the northerners in town like how we will get one unfortunate border. Maybe they use their terrible sentences then they. Oh, una northerners them even refer to me as that. Oh, una northerners then I saw una town and whatnot. So this is not just example saying where you get human beings, you get the selfish one, you get the people in way sometimes this guy, who knows? I don't know if not the hardship or maybe he mentally deranged. I don't know. But if we see incidents like this, with very disgusting, we fumble them, it will be completely wrong for let we say because it happened at the eastern region. So therefore, all the people in there for be painted as XYZ. Again, today I just like how I always do, try for appeal to a sense of reasoning, saying this thing where we try for stereotype, saying people from certain region, now their characteristics, this and stuff like that. No, that's just nonsense. Completely nonsense. It's not biological at all. Saying because you come on at this region, you will behave one set of way. No. That's nonsense. So, my brothers and sisters, this now one of the sick things, and I don't get any other excuse other than a very, very disgusting. So, and we know them dog them na salon, we plenty of them because the way it look like say it hunting for them, it come through like say maybe now then street dogs them or waiting, but we all know say we not can take that much care of we pet them, dogs them na salon, even push safe. So as a result of that, but two of them can go into then sickness and all that thing, and they like go different place. So if this man, the scary part now, if this man they butcher dog then we sick, and then they sell that meat there to people them, because I don't know really if for each dog by itself that's something where you will consider say sickening. I know say yes. Then place here and like pet them. It just like way Donald Trump be kind of they talk about immigrants, them the Asian community, like people them from Haiti, they eat puss and stuff. We know say Salone people and they eat puss. And in fact, why be they grow up? I don't remember saying me don't ever eat puss, but why be they grow up? They're out in term na Freetown. People and they go after puss because they're not able to afford for buy if whatever creature they're not able to afford for buy meat, so that they go after puss. So we know say people I don't know for upline people or Freetown people they eat puss. So again, if you say something naya, like I make a way Donald Trump be say that people naya because they see puss as pet, they say I'm disgusting. So I don't know who side people and they eat dog, but again, some side they will do several times say dog na in a normal meat for them. But the point where they make naya is yes, Salone we non sabi how for its dog, so then they get moral aspect or kind of societal impact. But the point where they make naya more is then dog then can go different place them. And some dog then they, because we know say we not even get more. I don't feel safe who gets that many pet doctors then we call naya veterinarians them. Now Salone we go treat them dog then they, but we know clearly say but who treats dogs them, can they go around with rabies and plenty other sick them, and then they just butcher this dog and sell them to people them for let them consume as regular meat. So that by itself, you endanger the health of the public. So that's not crime. And particularly if a no, say na dog, and it deceive people them, then the lawyers then go get side and go put that particular case there. But me no say then they safe na crime as well. So me fumble them, and this na case where they make over and over in terms of this nonsense way Boku of we engaging we they put east versus northeast, northwest against southeast. Let we stop that. Let we completely stop that, and then therefore be the beginning of we issues them. Because if we not do that, guess what? Then politicians then go continue for take advantage of we, and then continue for put each other together against each other, and then they not only go push the country further behind, but it go also affect we picking the bonnet. So me fumble them, dear a big, and this now appeal no they appeal to we all as brothers and sisters. Let we tackle the issues. And again, nothing wrong. If President Bio come and able to handle issues, then vote him in, particularly in 2018. I know say people are not like why they say that. But 100%, I don't even get reservations. If 100%, I strongly believe say President Bio will win the 2018 election. But however, the 2023 election, 100% back, I believe say Enobi get 55% of the total vote. And again, I dey see all this na recording, and this video will probably outlive me. I go don die, go, and if any of me pikin or grandpikin, then go there on social media. If they want for make anything, una go play them video for them. But this na my own conviction that. So not to anything about you know like Bio, no. To me, I care about the good of the country. So Fambulem, again, this na the unfortunate scene. We I don't know if na add up. Where you say you don't push people to the wall. I don't know. And again, not a justification for that. But like how they can say, people we then live in a desperate time, they can come with some desperate measures. So if this now a measure for this man for make money, and look, they say weeks, they don't do so not a one-time thing. So you don't do them for a while now. So imagine how much you don't make out of this, because we know say dog them plenty. And not gonna bush, go hunt for the bush animal them. No, we just kind of make it easier. They catch dog them and slaughter them, and they package them and tell people and say now other kind meat. So Fambulem, let we be vigilant. So now let we come to this lawsuit now, with Madam Fatima Bio. And to me, what thing I could draw from this is almost certain. Say a distraction. Because the time we anyways, I just kind of read within a lawyer, right? And like I say, about 11 pages. I know we'll go through the 11 pages. I will just sort of do maybe the 2, and then this I will be very selective, just for like when I get understanding of the story, why unana for take say na it is sue the company because of the real estate leak, like they allege host them we they don't reap the country, the corruption we engage in. No, not to that at all. So I just want to let people understand that. So now I want to take me time for read within the lawyer they say that they sue for on his behalf. So I just want to take me time for do that. So let show now the first page. So this now the first page of within the lawsuit. So Tijan Cole, Tijan Cole and Ila and partners. So Tijan Cole, Ila and partners. Barristers at law, solicitors, legal and business consultants. So Koto Ila's house, and they put all that. So the practitioners them, so the people them we involve. So you get Ibrahim Suri Ila, Esquire Ibrahim Tomi, Abubakar Sharif, Umu Yale, Bapi, James Tamba Kamara, Ibrahim Khalil Koroma, Aisatu Dean Tarawali, Abdul Tijan Cole, Janisa Edwina Frances Momodu, Mohammed Hassan Bangura, Edith A.L. Chato, Musa Kai Samba, and Farouk Sulaiman Taiwo Adedoyin. So you count there all the people them about 13. So 13 lawyers them, 13 practitioners them forfeit the case for them. So, and this go tell we say ordinary person no go able, and that make I really glad for the story though, because if again now to say Koidu Holdings, Koidu Limited, then defame them, and nice for let we test the court. And I make excited about this case. So the Koidu Holdings Limited, they get money. So the first lady, it get power. So let we see who side the court go side. If the court go after justice, where it go be a good thing for Salone, or let we see who side and go lean. So now they address some to the director and general counsel Octi Limited. So this man himself be send your letter when I'm Mr. Gustav Frederick Bodin. So they address unto him, and waiting is say. It said notice of intended legal action, unlawful interference, incitement, defamation, and damages to Koidu Limited and Octi Limited. And that's that then they then be put, say the intention we then get for sue the first lady now because of the tear. So now I make for people that were not familiar with them kind of writing here, then put RE, so meaning reference. So now reference to that letter they we initially Mr. Bodin be write to them. So now then begin the new letter now. We have been consulted and our services retained by Dr. Fatima Bio, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, hereinafter referred to as our client in connection with the above mentioned subject. So I just to explain, saying the reference letter now aimed in the address now. So yeah, they say the address now about the own letter. So meaning the letter we they make Naya clearly. Your letter to our client. So then client, they don't establish who than then client, meaning Madam First Lady, we Madam Fatima Bio. Your letter dated 6th May 2025 addressed to our client touching and concerning the above subject and copied to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone and several ministers of government and served as well on other client, served as well on our client on the 7th day of May 2025 has been received and handed over to us with instructions to reply to it. So it's very clear that they refer to the letter we then send to Madam Fatima Bio, but then be copy other people and where they refer to Naya, then copy the president, make the president aware, saying they don't send letter to IWF, and some ministers then they put all the not their names, but make an say several ministers of government. And it continues for say, we are further informed by our client that she saw your said letter on social media for quite some time before it was formally served on her office, a conduct viewed as deliberately designed and executed by you and your enablers to cause public outcry and disaffection against our client and to subject her to national and international opprobrium and ridicule. with clear intention to destroy our standing in society, locally and internationally. So clearly, one of the points then we did make Naya saying before they serve on the letter, in the first lady, we don't see that letter in our social media. So that by itself, then they take issue with, saying that they know right, because that way we then do so, it then exposed the first lady to unintended consequences, one of which will be for ridicule and for poorly name. So the second part now, I will just read quickly in the interest of time. The deliberate motive of your said letter is premised on the fact that you proceeded with its unchecked and vile content, even when you are fully aware that the law of Sierra Leone and those of Guernsey, the place Susai that they represent, which derived their legal tradition and precedents from the common law of England, provide grave consequences, including punitive damages against you and your companies, that is Octave Limited and Koidu Limited, for unbridled defamation. So again, defamation, so like you poorly name. Besides, additional legal consequences may lie and be pursued against you personally under the Legal Practitioners Code of Conduct, regulating the practice of law in the jurisdiction where you are licensed to practice law. Again, then they kind of, now lawyers them, they go after saying the person breach the code. We do that for put on our social media before they even serve the client. So, but again, this then summarize now the case we then get against the man, the general counselor, the main lawyer for, and a director as well for Koidu Holdings, and the company. So this Naya they make the case now, we then summarize the case we they intend for file against them. So summary of our client's case against you and your companies. So then begin this now. As will be demonstrated in the ensuing paragraphs, there is sincerely no legal and factual basis for the numerous false claims that you stated in your letter against our client. In fact, your feeble attempt to draw a nexus between our client's intervention into your company's labor dispute with their employees, which said intervention was initiated by and at your behest, as well as any economic loss emanated therefrom, is simply unsupported by the available facts, in that the strike action had begun long before your management asked for our client's intervention to resolve the existing impasse, which was not in any way initiated by our client as alleged or at all. So again, this now the first side, we then therefore make the case saying, well, after all, the strike we don't start before Fatima Bio involvement and all that and day. So the second part now, in the same vein, your threats to seek international legal redress and diplomatic sanctions against our client, including threats of obtaining travel restrictions, extradition, and freezing of assets, orders against our client in any local or international court, will come flying in your face for lacking legal basis, and would be summarily dismissed with the contempt that it deserves. contempt that it deserves. In particular, the misleading claims made against our client, including the claim that she was investigated by the Anti-Corruption Commission of Sierra Leone, ACC, for use of public funds for private and fanciful interests, knowing same to be false, as has been disputed by the ACC itself, is a compelling case for defamation, which the law of both Sierra Leone and your parent country company's jurisdiction provide grave legal consequences for, and which our client shall pursue locally and internationally. So, me fambulem again, as I read now on I see basically the case all surround that letter, and according to Madam Bio in lawyers them saying part of the letter, Koidu Holdings and Limited say Madam Fatima Bio, the Anti-Corruption Commission, they investigate them right now for embezzlement and anything, and they so again they say that they not true, and because of that not true, and then they consider saying that they pull the first lady in name, so then they safe according to them, it go give them ABAB advantage for let them go fetch this case better one. So the side where I want for read and then I go stop there. Now this side where them put clearly waiting now the amount of damage where they ask for. So the first part that you issue of so waiting then they ask them for do now. By the way, I just read the part where come before this. So premised on the above, and before proceeding to deal with the specifics of your defamation and malicious claims against our client, our preemptory instructions from our client regarding remedying your conduct are as follows. And so waiting the data for right now is for like this case go solve without instead of go court. So according to the lawyer them, they say the first lady they ask for then tier. The point then tier way they ask for. If Koidu Holdings do then go drop the case. So now that's the mean so as a remedy, like solution for letting resolve the case. So number one, they say that you issue a formal apology to our client, considering that the pack of misleading statements made against our client contained in your letter would create public disaffection for her, and that you circulate the said apology widely. And so the first one saying therefore write letter for apologize to the first lady, and that letter they therefore put on our social media like public make public letter. So the second thing where they ask for, where they say Fatima Bio, they ask for that you and your said companies pay damages for defaming our client in the sum of $50 million to the National Revenue Authority of Sierra Leone within 1 week of receiving this letter. Failing which, our instruction is to institute legal proceedings against you and your companies in Sierra Leone, and simultaneously instructing solicitors in Gonsi to do the same to ensure that our clients' demands are met. So now the two things them they wire Madam Fatima Bio, they asking lawyer them forget from the company. So one, the company for write letter and big say, well, they're sorry, all the thing them way they write against the first lady, not to two. And in addition to that, then for make sure say then publish them publicly, for make the public know say yes, all waiting the rights now false. So that way they then believe say it go gain the first lady in respect back. So the not tap there, the second thing where they ask for, then say the company for pay the first lady 50 million US dollars. And not too small money, now very big money. So 50 million US dollars. So the reason we make a glady for this Mifambulem, and especially then two demands here. So I know say by God's grace, given that it say the company for a write letter of apology and publish them, so that go mean we not the public, we go now this case go. Because they say if they not do that, then they go press charges, then go take the legal action. So this not just the intention for take legal action. They not take the action into this, then just tell them, they just warn them. Say if you no one we go further for take action against legal action against una do then two things here. So una just write letter to the first lady and apologize for what una don't do. And that letter they not for be just between you and the first una with the first lady. The public for know. And put them on social media, let people know. Because the letter will you be put. And not only you don't only send them to the first lady, you be in fact don't publish on the public now the social media before you send them to the first lady. So you for do the same. So we they send letter to the first lady for apologize, you for also make her known on social media. So which is great. I really they look forward to that. So the second thing is the 50 million. So for like the case, then drop the case against them, then for pay 50 million US dollars. So fumble them again. I just go through this for let una know clearly say I don't see direct connection with what they accuse them of the by bio. On a member Emerson in music, we I think that is coma a call say a just they buy Adebayo. Say Adebayo just they buy. So I don't know the woman version of Adebayo. Even that we call Fatima Bio. So it not say anything about the tea we'll be talking about on Saturday. And for me, the evidence is very, very damning. Because Fatima Bio, the thing we put, not deny anything. So for people them we want for read too much into what they say and confuse una, my brothers them, let me put this back up. Taking pictures of houses and claiming their ownership without documentation as proof is poor journalism. No amount of blackmail will shut me up. Pay your workers the salaries due them. Your first attempt is not working. Try harder next time. So we fumble them. This not any way or any shape or form that woman they deny, say, not to get the host then they. So again, we they look forward to suing the journalist and saying a defamation. Because to me, I think say this one more damning than that Koidu Holdings saga, in my opinion. Because that Koidu Holdings saga, I don't feel say it gets direct impact on Sierra Leone'S them. In the sense that, again, yes, some workers them, they say they lay them off and stuff like that. But the labor ministry will jump in and kind of mediate the issue. But this one now, for all the tier we don't buy, then proper tier. And yes, somebody be right, I mean, YouTube channel, the English one, when at the Bold African Voice, the person say, people abroad, they talk of boku boku money, then 2.1 million now they alala for. So where the report, the report be talk about saying the combined value of Fatima Bio in half brother them, the property in worth na 2.1 around 2.1 million. And in fact they use the word at least, saying minimum. So if we go by that, it can go as far as 1 billion, because they're not saying at the maximum that. They say at least 2.1 million. So meaning the minimum amount where all the property then they together go cost, in border and property then go cost now 2.1 million. So this person now he hook up to that money, they say but nothing. But they forget the idea or the story behind that. The story saying Salone people and they suffer. And then people are mother bill within wealth. Then self be they na that kind condition where Boku Salone people they go through now. Where good place for sleep self do not be get. Pass way the people, the government na England help them through social housing for like they're able to get a decent place for sleep. Because now that they mean where you go ask for social housing, say you're not able to afford for get any decent accommodation given the current amount where they ask for rent. Now that make you they apply for social housing. So if we can interpret and that way they, so meaning then self be the struggle. So if them people have been the struggle, let we say about 6-7 years ago, my brothers and sisters, within that short period, not only the kind of fly, the extravagant life, the expensive vacation under the country money, where did they engage in, then they bill us them back. Hey, boy, my brother, then they're not sufficient for let you even vex, saying we people and they suffer. And now we by extension get for suffer because we get for begin pay tax now where we want for send money for help them. So then they're not sufficient for you. Instead, you hook up to the 2.1 million compared to how most people they embezzle abroad. Hey, my brother, look at the country, the condition of Salone, where now one of the poorest countries in the world. And then you say for compare within Salone they go through under the crookish people there, the female version of Adebayo. Emerson Adebayo, I mean, we then just they buy. So that female version they, feel say is still sufficient for we kind of say it wrong. My brother, you don't see anything wrong with that at all. I really, again, we're all entitled to the way how we see the facts. Well, again, they can say we're entitled to our opinions, but we're not entitled to the facts. So clearly, I will say you're entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to the facts. So me fambulem, I go drop the curtain here. By God's grace, Saturday I will come with additional stories them for like we talk about waiting they go on in the country. But waiting I want for Leona take from this program tonight. 2 things. The first thing is let we always look out for each other. Let we be with brother's keeper. Because the thing that we don't see, like that lady Satalamin, we go through that horrific situation in 2018, it's not supposed to be. And then to that Pekin, that 8-year-old Pekin, that Kenema, we then rape. And this person will rape him because he get political connection, they make it go. That enough for happen. And at the time this way, the people that were responsible for protect we gal picking them, And I don't know if not just Fatima Bio, but the other people them were responsible. They need for pick up this case. And they help this family for get justice. That person they not for go away with it. If you go away with it, it go embolden other people them for picking them probably younger than this. And that we want for let we picking and substitute themselves too. And me, we supposed for protect them. We girl picking them, even boy picking them. Now that make them call them minor. Because we the adults then are we then they expect for let we protect them so then will become a better citizen tomorrow. But if we not protect them and we look the other way because now we cancel and this it get party affiliation now brand the area. No. What about the Pekin? The Pekin self get the right for live a decent life. But now we don't pull the Pekin and the Pekin they go through health complications. Who knows if the Pekin in life go long? So that's not right. Dear me family, una join on with VOS and follow make some noise on behalf of the Pekin, the 8-year-old, and in family for let this council on Kenema face justice. And let them reopen that case day where this magistrates don't decide for lock. Dear. And to Fatima Bio, yes, your defamation case done in between you and Koidu Holdings, but you get obligation to Sierra Leone'S them for explain whose connection you get to their property then they. Explain if now you buy that $500,000 house for your mama, nothing wrong with it if now out of your money, but tell we the source of that money they. And the salon people then deserve that. And your brother, the host them property then they we connected with you and your brothers them. It go nice for let you explain to Sierra Leone'S them within your involvement. And better still, show we the source of the income where your brothers then use for buy them property then they. And then they go increase your respect. Otherwise, me no go stop for call you a yampi. You're a man. Because clearly, you man are aware of this kind of thing. If at all, you not take part safe, but you're aware. Because that side way, a go host the event na the host day. So it must for don't ask. And if at all you like Panam in the man when are the president, in need for come tell Sierra Leone'S them the truth. And I make we say confusion and two for this particular episode where we talk about so. So you owe Sierra Leone'S them the truth. For tell we the truth, not over tell we in a vague way. Because this look like now into the pool. So meaning that, oh, the need for show ownership and stuff like that. But yet you not deny, say no to your pictures them. You just say taking pictures of houses and claiming the ownership without documentation as proof. No, they don't need forget the ownership documentation, not to their oaths. Public record is sufficient. So now he make them invite you. The journalist invite you for let you read the full report. And he say if you read the full report, boku of the thing that way you consider doubtful, you go able to forget answers. So why you not read the report and then you come with a full rebuttal? Something will go make sense to we whether now you get them property then or not. So not to just as Unaki always do. Una just send flimsy excuse and una feel say sufficient. That's, in my opinion, na disrespect to the Sierra Leone people. Very clearly. Now the same thing again you man do with all way international news outlets that don't talk about that drug pin and stuff. It's just silent. And in fact, it allow and surrogates them for they go all over the place and they mislead Sierra Leone'S them. One moment, even one, and I asked one guy, I really glad the way we ban them na VOS. Talk say, oh well, see the picture them, then different. The picture where they na one side, now the person na pink or yellow or blue or whatever it is, then the other picture is different. And then they begin talk about me na disgrace and whatnot. So now that same thing that you did do so. So you send vague reply, and then you rely now on your surrogates, the people that we don't know the left from the right, where maybe una they give $10 here and there, and because of to them a big money, then go all over the place. They spread una lies, and they confuse people. No, we not for take that. Please, my brothers and sisters, let we say no to them kind distraction there, because to me clearly not distraction. So, my brothers and sisters, again, this are the appeal to the people and we responsible, and I want for say I go appeal to the ACC, but unfortunately, the ACC, for me, it's very clear the ACC don't lose my respect. I don't get an iota of respect for the mandate at all. And even for the particular commission, to me, it's useless, useful. So, but in any case, again, I hope, say, the incoming administration, whether now under SLPP, but different ruler, for then clean up the image where President Bio and WEF they left so. It go nice for let then set up a commission of inquiry for look further into the allegations here, but to not for left and so, and including the drug lord and President Bio. What a disgrace! And you put the country in a situation whereby you belittle the country at your own for your own benefit at the expense of Sierra Leoneans. So the similar thing, the former lady they do so. I mean the first lady they do so. And then when I say they fight corruption. With corruption, they right now under on our nose. So my family have for say boku thank you to now all we don't tune in. And let God bless you out on our family. And I go encourage you now for now tune in on Saturday. We will be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that will mean 9 o'clock p.m. Salone time, and I believe say 9 p.m. UK time. But we own time na we na New York time. It will be 5 o'clock on Saturday. I go join una for talk about more issues and any latest development about this issue and any other issues. I go bring and come up with una. So I go encourage una for long us tune in. Let we join on and talk about the thing the ravish we country, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All we for talk about that country day. So Fambulem, again, let God bless you now to our family. As I can always say, even though they're not pain that we neck, but the politicians them, we for pray let God change them. Because if we swear they let they are lucky, the country go back more and more. So again, let we be careful how we swear them. The only country we may to get we now Mama Salone, that country they now we get for me come, as I always can say, but as I can always remind you now of my opening music. Salone, now we all own. Salone, let we forget about tribalism. Let we forget about regionalism. Let we forget about nepotism, meaning for either you person way fumble to you or you paddy or you friend, na nepotism. We go benefit from you because of the position we hold and the person not even qualify. So there, let we work against them. and above all, the one and only country we made to cherish, where we call Mama Salone. Let we pray that God continue for bless that country there and let rescue we from all them cookish politicians here and business people there. Again, Fambulem Agusuna on Saturday by God's grace. And until then, I really want to say plenty thank you to all the people again we don't donate now towards the VOS scholarship program. So let God bless una and let God replenish una post them. Let God give una let it triple the money una don't donate on behalf of the VOS Diaspora Helping Hand Scholarship Program. So me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say una tata.
In the heart of Sierra Leone, where dreams often struggle to find wings, one young man dared to hope. This is John Sitta. Born into a humble family where even putting food on the table was a daily challenge, education seemed like a distant dream.
Good afternoon and welcome to Voice of Salone Radio.
Good afternoon to the listeners.
Yeah, so what's your name?
My name is Ibrahim, sir. Ibrahim Pedal.
Ibrahim Pedal, what is
Kamara.
Kamara. You understand say everybody people come force the whole country.
Yes, I'm a pikin. Actually, they talk to you now, so we born the pikin. Now, attire the cell. Now, empty attire the cell. I no gets. And launch na 10,000 a year every day. At times we meet up at the biggest one and when we eat, they can get 10,000. Not all the time. It is strain. At the constraint, at the up to 14 years, work no be.
John had a fire in his heart and brilliance in his mind. But brilliance without opportunity often fades into silence. His parents believed in him, but with an annual family income of less than $1,000, they couldn't afford to keep John in school. Then came the VOS Diaspora Helping Hands Scholarship Program, a beacon of hope for underprivileged, talented students like John.
To take the first position during my WAS examination.
And what are the mechanisms have you put in place for you to become first again for WAS?
I should be studying very hard and hardworking in class.
So what you want to tell others that are unfortunate to come first in the Beckett process?
Okay, my advice to my colleague students is that success do not come overnight. They have to study and get prepared for any tax overhead.
All right, thank you very much. This is VOS, Voice of Salone Radio.
Today, John is not just a student. He's a leader, a mentor, and a beacon of hope for his community. With your support, VOS Diaspora Helping Hands empowers students like John from humble beginnings to reach for the stars. Together we can transform more lives. Together we can change the story. Join us today. Sponsor a dream. Shape the future. Scan the QR code to donate or visit our website at www.vosdiaspora.org.